Hey, and happy Friday. Hopefully, you've gotten enough time to grab your drink so we can get our virtual happy hour started. Just gonna kind of let more people know that we're on and give 30 Mommy a chance to come on over here and join us. Hoping she didn't fall asleep. We did just finish over on Instagram. Quick check-in, but like we said, we wanted to make sure we checked in here. And I realized a lot of you probably won't even join us for this virtual happy hour because you're over on the NBA channel on Instagram, jamming out with D Nice, which we totally get and understand. But as long as it's a Friday, we will be here to check in with you. My family's coming. Shh. Do. Oh, I think she's coming. Yes, grab your drink. So my drink today is I have some Kettle One botanicals with sparkling pomegranate juice. Love sparkling pomegranate juice. I actually like a lot of sparkling things. It just kind of makes sense with whatever it is that I'm drinking. But don't forget, grab your drink because it is time for happy hour. Just letting people know that I started already so they can come on and join me. Up there she is.
You don't give people a chance.
Listen.
You don't get a coffee break or nothing. Like, geez.
No, you don't get a coffee break. You got a drink break. You're supposed to drink while you're on here.
I just go pour another one.
I just ate the rest of dinner that I made, and I inhaled it. It was really good. Now I see the reason why they were like, "We want more." Yeah. These people are eating me out of house and home in here. I can't take it. I can't take it. Like I said, I took a picture of the refrigerator when I first stocked it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take another picture so I can kind of see the difference. Like literally, I had shelves that you couldn't put anything else on. Now I can kind of see to the back of the refrigerator. The freezer's still stocked, but I can still see the back of the refrigerator. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this time this weekend to figure out what I missed and what I need to add and replenish. But let's get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our virtual happy hour. Like I said earlier, make sure you grab your drink. I have Kettle One and what did I say this was? Sparkling pomegranate. Mm-hmm. One of my favorites. Usually I do Kettle botanicals and I might just do tonic or something to that effect. But my name is Tamika. I'm the mouth of IG at Tamika Talks, the thought leader at Life and Pumps, where I'm based in the Philadelphia area. And I bring to you through my sites all things wellness, fun. I do a lot of entertainment, travel, and some fashion.
I'm Cherie of 30 Mommy, wife of one, mother of three. Based in New York City. Yeah.
Yes, she's based in New York City, guys. Yes. So you guys know that it's a whole lot happening in New York City, huh?
Did you hear that?
What happened?
My neighbor in the back is playing music.
She probably playing D Nice.
They usually do it. No, they usually have they have it like in the summer where they will like jam it out until 2-3 in the morning. But they've started early.
Because people think this is a vacation.
I mean, you have to treat it as something. Like as long
as you should not treat it as a vacation.
At home, yes.
No.
You're lucky. I would put on some bathing suits and walk around here.
Please don't.
I will. I'm gonna get into the tub.
No, it is not a vacation at home.
Everybody get it.
It is not a vacation at home. We are quarantining.
We are what?
We are flattening the curve. So when we treat it as a vacation, that's the reason why people are out.
No.
Doing all kinds of things. No. But what I've been trying to figure out, and what I said, I'm actually going to reach out to some friends that I have in social services, is what happens if they get a report of abuse? Do they still follow up on it?
Like what? They have to. I for the most part, I think they have to.
Yeah, but what safety practices are there?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, I'm like, this is getting really interesting. So I'm actually going to reach out to some friends to ask them who I know, that's their field, because I'm wondering, if you get a call, what do you do? Because now you're at risk for developing something. And like I said earlier, literally this week alone, I have, or not even this week, in the past 2 days, 3 people that I know have been diagnosed with COVID. Like, it's crazy. There's some other people who are trying to get tested, and it's kind of like they're getting a runaround. So it's just crazy the way all of this is going on, and I see why people are so stressed out. But that's the reason we can't treat this as a vacation. Like, we need to be very mindful.
Be mindful, stay in, but you are home. Make the best of it. I mean, we make the bathroom in our bathing suits, and that's fine. We are home.
Which is fine, but the problem becomes when you're like vacation.
Quarantine vacation.
Okay, a quarantine-cation.
A quarantine staycation.
A quartication. A quartication.
A quartication. That does not sound like something I want to do.
No, at all. Right, exactly. Exactly. I just need for people to take it serious and really, like, buckle down a little bit. I saw some pictures of people on the train in New York City today.
Oh my goodness. But it looks like they cut down the service. So now it's a weekend service where the trains come. They don't come as often as they usually do.
But that's even worse.
So why? I don't know why they cut it. They cut it down because, I don't. It's crazy. There's nobody knows what to do.
Right, exactly. And that's what I was sharing with somebody. I said, to reduce the service is crazy because people still have to go to work.
Yeah.
And we have to, realize and be thankful for, those unsung heroes, basically, who are working at like Target, at the market, those type of jobs, delivery drivers. So they have to go to work. And most people in New York don't have cars. No. So everybody's getting on the train or the bus. So rather than decreasing it, make more available so people don't have to be so close together.
Yeah.
So every time I see all these pictures, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, and it's not maybe that you're meaning to be on the train, with a bunch of people, but my husband had to go to work for the last 2 days. That got shut down today. But they said no, construction workers are non-essential. So he's an iron worker. He's non-essential.
Wow. Okay.
For the bridges, certain things are essential. So he was talking about taking a train. I'm like, no, you better drive your car in.
That's why we got a car. Absolutely.
Yeah. And he was like, wow, it is really empty. I'm like, yeah, this is a time to drive into the city.
Yeah, if you got to go, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and he's been like, banished to the basement. I'm like, you're banished for a couple weeks. We'll see you when I'll throw you some food. And if you need something, text me. But but they did cut down service. Even like our neighbor across the street is an only child. So he's like, oh, I want to play. And I'm like, we can throw the ball across the street to you in gloves. And it's like, it's crazy. Like, I put up a
play with your mama.
Play
with your mama.
We went across the street and we wrote on the sidewalk for him. Like it's, just finding these creative, like he's on one side, Mike is on one side. They can race their scooters and their bikes on their side of the street.
Okay, that's good. Yeah,
different ways, but they definitely need to get outside. And for the past couple of days, it's been just cold and just gloomy, and it makes it even worse. I feel like that was really what got to me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like we can't even go outside because I'm standing outside for 5 minutes and I'm freezing. Like I don't even want to be out here. Which is like I got a good like almost 2 hours today. I sat in the sun and it was really nice.
Good. Yeah, I mean, we need it. I mean, that's why I say, like, when they're saying quarantine, they're not saying we shouldn't go outside. We just need to be mindful of what we're doing when we're outside. Walking, exercising, some physical activity is an amazing immune booster. So you need it, but you shouldn't be up on other people's backs. And that's like today I was out and I was like, yeah, I gotta go home because y'all getting too close to me and I left my lights on home. The other day I was walking with it in my hand. Like, if you get near me, I'm spraying you. So I'm like, ooh, no. Y'all not practicing. Y'all want to be all close. I don't need it. No, I'm good.
The weather gets better. It's just going to be even worse. It's like, oh. So
I know.
I'm happy that I have this little backyard where I'm just like, I'm about to just order like a hammock. And we're just going to lay out there, in the backyard and we have a lot of planting. I ordered a bunch of seeds, so we're gonna do a lot of planting probably this weekend.
Okay.
Just get out there and be.
Which seeds did you order?
I ordered lemongrass.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Shoot. Something else. The one that's in the mosquito thing, because I wanted to repel the mosquitoes. Citronella, I think.
Okay.
Lavender, and there's another one. So I ordered 4.
Nice. Now, did you order the little pods as well? Like, how are you doing it? So did you just order seedlings?
I just ordered seeds.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're gonna put them in probably like some little cups just to start them out, and then I did order another big tray to put in the back. I haven't gone in the backyard. I need to go back there and order those other things.
Yeah, I was looking them up online today. The first thing I realized that I needed to get, and especially because of all this cooking and all this waste that's been happening, I have got to get an indoor compost.
Yeah. Oh, an indoor?
Yes. I need to get. So here's the thing: I want to get an indoor one that I can just start get it together indoor. Yeah. I definitely want to do one outside. I just have to figure out where to put it.
Okay.
That's the issue right now.
Yeah.
Because initially that's what I was going to do. I was just going to buy a bigger one to put outside. And I was like, okay, I need to really read up on it a little bit more to figure out where it needs to go and kind of how to really put it and make it effective. That's what I need to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to do one and like people are talking about, oh, this is the time to do this and that or whatever. It's like, I guess, but you have to be into yeah, I should start a compost and a garden. You're just like, but I just want to lay on the couch. So yeah, there's a lot of projects that I have in my head. It's great. And I'm gonna do this and this, and then you wake up and you're like, it's gross outside.
I ain't doing that right, exactly. Or even if it's not, I told you, like I've been sleeping till like 1 o'clock because it's nice. Like he got my sleep habits all jacked up. I can't take it. So literally, when I go to bed, it's like one day I went to bed. It was 6 a.m, and I made myself go to sleep. I was like, this is ridiculous. I should not still be up. But yes, I agree that this is a great time to work on some projects. Just don't overwhelm yourself because that's what happens. And I know that. So literally, I feel like that's where I am right now. There are all these things that I want to work on. I'm like at the perfect time because no one has anywhere that they really need to be. Mm-hmm. But when I think about it all, I'm overwhelmed. So like literally, I have been trying to write these 4 blog posts that really should not take me that long. It's stuff that I know like from the back of my hand, but I cannot put the words together to start it. Like I need a paragraph starter. Like I was like, I need to hire somebody to write me some starters because I have so much that I want to say. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't take it. Oh, she's saying that D-Nice looks so tired today. I bet he is. Yeah, I mean, it's insane.
He's taking a nap.
He do. And the crazy part is why he's on there, everybody, because people keep delivering alcohol to him. I'm like, drink some water. Your liver is going to be jacked. Drink some water.
Deliver him some water.
Yes. I'm like, oh my God. And then he'll be like, you're right, guys. Let me get some water. I'm like, yeah, like, it's not okay. Like, it's insane. What I will say is, what's been nice to see is just how so many people that are part of the arts are like bringing everything they got to us. I heard Erykah Badu's $1 concert was amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my girlfriend was on it and she said it was amazing. And so, to me, it just sounded real shady. She was like, oh, pay $1. I'll send you the link. I'm like, that sounds like she's just trying to get my money. Now, granted, it's $1, but I'm like, okay, this is strange. I don't know. Oh, but if she does it again, I would totally do it. And the one I love the best is when they were talking about Lauryn Hill and they're like, hey, come to Lauryn Hill's concert. She never shows up on time. And so it's a picture of her guitar and a hat. And then it's like a clock counting down. Like it's already been over an hour and she hasn't showed up yet. It is hilarious. I love it. Oh, Tracy's saying he needs some food. Well, how about that? I have not seen him eat.
Deliver him some food. Deliver him some oranges.
Something, right? Absolutely.
He needs a edible arrangement.
For real, right? They are still delivering. I saw that today. They have select items available, but they are delivering. Yes.
Yeah, I think. What was I gonna say? Well, we've been doing a lot. Like today, the boys did the math museum, the Mo Math Museum. So there was one for like grades K to 3.
Nice.
There was like, I think grades 3 to 6, and then there was an older. So they were like, I want to say 40 minutes long, and they were free for families. And it said families who needed it or whatever, but it was limited. So I sent a bunch of messages out. So I think in the earlier one, it was like my 5-year-old, he was on there with like maybe 5 other students.
Wow.
None that looked like him.
Mm.
But he was there, and we were counting polygons, and I learned
Okay.
he made a 35-sided polygon. We had to. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna put a picture of it up, and I forgot the name of it. It was something crazy, but the mathematician was saying like what they are, and the kids were. We had to print out because we were not prepared. I did not realize that you had to print them out and cut it in advance. So here I am, like trying to cut the little shapes out so you can make. He's like, "Hurry up!" And I'm like, "All right, calm."
You know how he gets.
Yeah. So we were putting it together. So that was really cool and hands-on.
I love it.
The other kids, the older ones, made. I don't even know how to say it. It's some weird shape with like it has curves and out of paper. So I realized I had to be prepared. So I printed that out for them.
Okay, good. Now you know.
And the Mo Willems doodles. Those are
Oh,
so.
I don't know that. Okay.
Mo Willems. You know who Mo Willems is?
I do. Yes.
Okay. So he does a lunch doodle. I think at noon. On
nice.
YouTube. So you kind of doodle along with him, and like he goes step by step. So I actually did that for my students today in my class. I was like, hey, I found a cool reading on YouTube of one of his books. I was like, check out the doodle, show me what you're gonna draw, and then we read a biography about him. So we did that.
That's pretty cool. I like that. All right. So Joanne, I see your message. I can only imagine what DC is doing. Like if New York and Philly are out of control, I'm sure DC is just off the chain. My niece is fine. I've already told her she is in Brooklyn not to leave the house. And my husband's here. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He upstairs working my nerves. Ain't nothing wrong with him. But yeah, so I'm loving that all of these creatives are coming up with ways to connect with people. And so the use of technology has been great. Like I'm loving Monica's Circle Time. Granted, I am not in pre-K. I know my letters and my numbers. Like, yes, I know. I'm like, oh, green stickers.
I know the answer. I can't with you.
Love it, love it, love it. I mean, I think it's great. I told you that All Summit is rolling out something for creatives, for people to take advantage of, some of the sessions that happened recently at the conference. I feel like everybody is trying to do something. I think it's great. One thing I have noticed, though, is there are a few churches who were already doing their online thing, and now it's solely online. But I was really surprised to see that there were some churches that were meeting face to face. And the rationale that, someone had said to me was, oh, we're practicing social distancing.
How?
But why? Like, why can't, and I'm all about prayer because right now I feel like we need it more than ever. But there's nothing to say that I can't be at my house, you can't be at your house. Like Zoom has expanded the free service. You can get on Zoom.
Yes, they
have. Like 100 people.
Yes, you can.
Right. And have church. Exactly right. I mean, and so for my nephew's birthday last week, we all got on FaceTime. It's something birthday.
Yeah, my niece's birthday's next week.
So that's what you guys need to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like how we can surprise her with like maybe like for them to call and like we'll sing happy birthday or something.
Yes. And actually what you can do is you guys, well, those of you, if you have you can either do Google Chat or you can do FaceTime. And everybody, you can connect everybody first and then call her. So when she comes on, you guys can be like, surprise.
Yeah.
I told my nephew that we were doing this, but I don't think he believed me. And so he's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, dude, like we're going to celebrate with you. And I just feel like it's important because people are feeling so disconnected and isolated.
Definitely.
And we need to see different faces. Like, it's fine that you're home with your family, but sometimes you need to see some different faces.
I don't see them anymore. Go somewhere.
Yes, I hear you. Right. Absolutely. And so then another girl that I follow, Ebony, her site is called Miss Create Joy. Today, she did like some crafts with the kids, and apparently that's what she's going to do every Friday. So I was like, I can't believe I missed it. And she was like, next Friday we're painting. I was like, oh, I'm there because I'm all about my arts and crafts.
Yeah.
But I just feel like now is the time to get creative, and I've really, really been trying to support small businesses. I don't know if you saw the post that I did. It was in the middle of the night. You were probably asleep. But I was reading this article in our local newspaper about Urban Outfitters. Now, Urban Outfitters is based here in Philadelphia, but they own the brands Free People and Anthropology and all of that. And they recently just started a subscription service that I just literally subscribed to, where you select the clothes, blah, blah, blah. So in the article, it talked about how they were making their warehouse workers come to work. And the rationale basically was that people need their clothes. But where are we going?
I know.
Like, we're not going anywhere. Like, yes, we're still ordering and shopping because at this point we're bored and we have nothing else to do. But it's not that pressing that you have to make people come into work. One of the workers apparently mentioned that one of the bags, when it was returned, the person wrote a note on it that said they had recently been diagnosed or confirmed that they had corona and was positive. So they were like, so I'm putting this note here basically so that you see. Right. And so apparently the guy's like, I don't want to touch that. And I guess his supervisor, whoever, was like, you need to touch it or you got to go home. You're fired. Like, bye. And we talked about that before. Like, we have to be grateful that we're privileged in a way that if in that situation, we can walk out and be like, I'm done with this. But there are people whose livelihoods really rely on these jobs. And there was a special on ABC about it last night where she was going around talking to like the unsung heroes, like the truck drivers that no one, before all of this, people talk bad about them. You hated being on the road with them because you felt like they were going to run you off the road. But now we're like, yes, we love you. And the truck drivers are loving this new love that people are getting, loving. And I was surprised to see a lot of women. I didn't realize it was that many women truck drivers. But they're loving it. They're loving the love. You can see they look very happy, doing their job. And my understanding, some of them are getting paid extra, which is pretty much the reason why they're still like, oh, well, I'm gonna go to work. Same with Costco. But, I'm just like concerned about these large companies that are making people come to work as though they're going to lose out. Like, you're making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't come to work, it should be okay. Like, it should be my choice. And if I come, I should get something extra. Like, Costco was giving people $2 more an hour. And so somebody had said, oh, that's not a lot of money. And I said, well, Costco workers make like $20, $25 an hour. So now you're talking about $22, $27 an hour. I said, if I'm working a 40-hour week, you don't know my situation. That might be a lot of money to me.
Yeah.
And you don't know what I have going on. So some of them are choosing to come in, much like at Starbucks. I went there today. It was a little old lady trying to help me. It was funny. She didn't know what she was doing. It was so funny. I was like, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for coming to work. She was like, baby, I had nothing else to do. It just made sense for me to come in here and get paid. I said, I understand. She said, no, she said, and not even just get paid extra. I said, I hear you. I understand. So I just feel like.
And then she gave you the wrong coffee.
No,
she gave you something
I can't. But it's crazy. Like, so those are the type of stories that I'm looking for on the news now. And like I had asked somebody, I posted, I was like, hey, if you guys know of more retailers that are doing things to support people, those are the stories that I want to know about, because those are the businesses that I need to spend my money on. Like Allbirds, they just gave healthcare workers a free pair of shoes. They got so many people that applied. Huh?
In the city. There's a hotel in the city that's offering workers rooms, so they don't have to.
I love it. Go home and infect their families. I love it. I love it. Right. And then Crocs is giving away a free pair. And so I'm just like, these are the type of companies that we want to, highlight and encourage people to shop at. So I saw this list earlier that got put out by another, like an online company or whatever. And they were showing, the companies that they knew of that were paying people. And so I found it funny because Urban Outfitters was on this list. And I was like, well, this isn't true. But then that's when I realized that it was about the service and not the warehouse. So my thing is, a lot of these people are paying and are continuing to pay their people that work in the retail stores.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, the Ritz-Carlton. What? Who they putting up in the Ritz-Carlton?
I think that's what it is. Is that the hotel? Because my friend is a nurse. I'm like, you need to go there. And I'm gonna come see you.
I need to go there. Wait a minute. I told y'all. My family told me to be out. Listen, I'm on my way. Ritz-Carlton.
It was. Yeah, I was just like,
I'm on my way. That's my spot. I love the Ritz-Carlton in downtown Philly. Love it.
Yeah, I was about to order me a sewing machine yesterday and get on this the
mask. Yeah.
Me and the boy, because I was like, and Michael has a really good sale, because I was like, singer or brother. So I asked my mom, and she said singer.
Singer.
So yeah, I was about to order it, and Teeks. Did you see what Teeks is doing?
Yes, I did see that, because a lot of people were very angry that Rothy's was not doing anything.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was I'm not gonna lie, it was a little disheartening that they weren't doing something.
They're
Well, here's the thing. They sent out an email today, and then here's the thing. They sent out an email today, and in the email they said, basically, like, we heard you, because those of us who buy and shop this brand, we've been like, what's the deal? I mean, you're a sustainable company. Like, you talk about protecting the environment. These people are saving us. Like, give something. So they asked for people to submit ideas. Dude, give these workers a pair of shoes. Or even so, like what Allbirds did, because literally, like, all the shoes they had earmarked to do this with were gone within like a matter of hours. They created a bundle package. So, like, if I buy a pair, I can spend an additional, I want to say it was like $40 to gift a pair to a medical worker.
Oh, nice.
I think that's amazing. And I'm like, Rothy's, you could totally do the same thing. Yeah. Like, come on, like, it's not hard. And you're asking people to submit ideas and all of that. Oh, that's going to take too long. You have people who work for you that are creatives. I'm sure they have some ideas. Roll them out. Like, it's not that hard. And I think that, a lot of people are a little upset behind that. Like, I'm in a few groups and they're like, yeah, I'm not buying anything else. Like, come on. Like, this is the time where we should all be coming together to help one another. And those are the ways we can help each other. And then, like I said, with the small businesses, I've been watching some lives that some people that I know have been doing. And I've been,
a watch party for somebody.
Yes. Yeah. So I actually have purchased a few things from her boutique when, before Corona. And so I saw she was doing it, and I was like, okay, let me go on there. So I bought a shirt, did not need it. And I bought some earrings. And I think that she's trying to do it. I don't know if she's doing it every day. I want to say she's doing one tomorrow. I can't remember. And then what she did, the last one is she brought somebody else in with her, and they were doing it together. Kind of like she was showing her business. The other girl was showing her business. The only thing with those type of things is it gets very crowded. And if it's a lot of noise, I gotta bail out. But I get it. I think it's a great idea. And I feel like small businesses need to come together, figure out how to be creative with it, and, do what you can to make it work. Yes. Oh, she said it's the Four Seasons. Wow. Is it the Four Seasons in Philadelphia? I wonder.
I know I saw it in New York. It was, okay. I don't know about Philly. I saw it was up in but like I said, I haven't been online too much. Just like,
got it.
Because I just get turned off by things people
know. Yes, I know. Yes. So she and I had a conversation over a rant that some people were doing behind teachers. And hopefully you guys caught my live chat yesterday with Monica. And this is something that we talked about, where we gave you some tips to keep your kids motivated. But we also talked about realizing that while you're stressed, these teachers are really stressed because they're home with their children and they're trying to educate yours. It's a lot. It's too much. It's new for everybody, and we have to show some compassion. So I just want to remind you that. I want to remind you guys to thank anybody that delivers anything to your house. I want you to be mindful of anything you bring into your house. I feel like right now is a great time to look into removing the toxins from your home. Start room by room. I feel like the kitchen and the laundry room are the easiest. Buy better detergent. Look at your laundry. Don't try to add more to it. So I'm very big on drinking water. Now, my son isn't a water drinker. Like, I could probably just put a hose in his mouth and he would just be so okay with it. But I was out and I just started buying all these cases of water. You could get 5 at Costco, so I would just buy 5. I gave a couple to my mom. And then the other day, I'm walking around the house and I'm collecting plastic bottles, and you know how much that was like. Oh, so now I have a large hamper filled with plastic water bottles.
Oh my God, what are you gonna make? A raft?
I know. I could totally make lots of shoes at this point. I could make a raft. How about that?
I wonder if anybody takes shoes to make their stuff. I wonder if any company does that. That's interesting.
It is interesting to know. I don't know, but
I've been watching too much you know my show. Naked and Afraid. Like I can and it'll float and I can go I just watched one that was in the Bahamas. And they had to go 25 miles and they had to go like to 6 different islands.
Wow.
Dude bailed out. I forgot why, but the chick kept going. She made 20 days by herself.
What?
She was on a raft. She made this raft.
Wow.
I was like, oh my goodness. I love those shows. Don't ever. My husband's like, I'm gonna.
Yeah, she's talking about Rothy's. Yeah, I am very familiar with Rothy's. I'm actually a huge fan, and I'm a little disappointed with them right now. Behind their response to kind of what's
going on. List to kind of like this is the real deal, or even highlighting the small businesses like you said who are doing things. Like there are a lot of a lot of the museums, a lot of even these little like play spaces and stuff who are doing like free play dates and story times and things like that. And then but at some point it just seems overwhelming too, like all the free resources. You kind of have to sift through it. And yeah, it's like I was just like, I don't even know what to watch. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I agree. But I just think it's great you have options.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't mean that. Yes, but now that means you have options. And so that means that you don't need to be running outside because you're like, there's nothing to do. There's plenty to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw
that that's what people are missing.
Something was posted on Sesame Street on Instagram. Was like, I want to say it was while watching Sesame Street, because we still watch Sesame Street, even though my kids, I like Sesame Street.
I do too.
Like, jump every time Elmo giggles or do like it was crazy. It was funny. It was like to get some movement while you're watching. So we might do something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like we got to get creative. I saw somebody had posted something they were doing on one of their Zoom calls where they were doing a scavenger hunt. Where it would be like, every so many minutes they would post something and be like, okay, who has this? And then you have a certain amount of time to get back and show it. Like, I think that's cute. Like, you got to get creative. And like I said, my concern is just for the people that are alone. I realize that they need that connection. So I'm encouraging everybody get on Zoom, reach out to people, call people that you haven't spoken to, and definitely reach out to people that are alone. I don't know if you saw what they're doing in the nursing home, since you can't go inside, is they're bringing the residents to the windows. And they're encouraging people to come by and whatever. So I think that's great because, it got to be tough, you being up in there and you not have anybody with you. I was talking to one of my friends who's actually in treatment right now. And I was like, how's it going? And she's like, it fucking sucks. And I said, yeah, I bet. I said, and not just sucks from the fact that it's, you're already dealing with this, but now you're alone. My whole philosophy has always been no one should ever go to treatment alone. Yeah. And now you don't have a choice. It's lonely, it's sad, it's dreary. They can do whatever they want to do in the treatment room and try to liven it up. But when you're by yourself, it's just not hard.
Or like the mothers, the
having babies
and not have their partners there.
Yeah. Yeah. A girl that I know is scheduled to be induced, I think. And she's really nervous because she's like, no one's gonna be with me. And I feel like it's one thing if you already had a kid, you kind of like, I got the ropes, whatever, I'm good.
Never. Everyone's the same. Wrong with you.
Whatever. I was alone when I had Liza because my husband was out doing something. It was fine. It was fine. Like I didn't feel like no one loved me, but I feel like when it's your first kid, it's an experience that you really want to celebrate and share with other people.
First, second, third, we on lockdown. We here in this hotel. You better call out. We're spending the weekend right here. You will not leave me here with this newborn baby.
I guess.
Number
I
2
don't
or
know.
number 3. You would not. You would not.
I guess. But yeah, so I think this weekend I am going to try to start to work on outside. I was outside today and I was like, this house looks raggedy. We need to do something. It did. It looked horrible.
Is the weather supposed
Um,
to be nice? Hopefully the weather's nice.
I think so. I think it's supposed to be nice until Monday. I feel like the temperature's about to go down again.
Ugh.
But, that's okay. I'd like to like plant some flowers. So I'm not even sure if like Home Depot or Lowe's. I don't even know if those stores are open.
They are limited. I think Home Depot was until 6 o'clock.
Oh,
But
okay.
but I ordered seeds and stuff online.
So is it just for pickup though?
No, they have deliveries. You can get delivered.
Oh,
Oh, can you go into the store?
yeah.
You can go into the store. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You get a table, like a desk for one of the kids to work at. So, but you can call and pick up, and yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look online because Home Depot's really close to me, and I'd like to plant some stuff this weekend. I feel like flowers just brighten everything up, make
Yes,
it.
I do. And my flowers, so nice. Thank you.
They're so pretty.
Oh, just a reminder to stop and breathe. Superwoman is a myth. Love ya. These are really, really sweet. I'm gonna put them right. Keep them in my office for me.
They are for you. They're not for anybody else.
So this was a really nice surprise, and that's something nice to do. I mean, I
Absolutely.
wouldn't have thought about it because I was like, "Oh, my husband bought me flowers." And it was like, and I was like, "Oh yeah, these are not from you." So my mother-in-law, she was just like, she's probably here watching. She was like, "You have your friends thinking we're here killing you." I was like,
No, I did not think that anybody was
I
killing
don't think
you.
I know. No. But it's just a lot. Like, and then like when people are like, you should have, you used to doing this, used to doing that. It's different. It's definitely different when you have to be inside because honestly,
Yep.
yeah, I'm used to having my kids at home with me, but we're not stuck in the house.
Right. You're always on the go.
Always
Yep.
on the go. We're always
Yep.
exploring, and there are things to do in the house, but they're active, and then um,
They're
it's
boys. They need to get out.
it's a lot. Like, and then I have to cook and clean, and just like you guys just ate 2 hours ago. Why are we eating again a full meal?
Yep.
And it's definitely a lot, and just stop and breathe. And my little timer, I don't know where somebody took it. I've been like putting the timer on for 10 minutes. Like the timer's on. Leave me alone. I need 10 minutes to just sit here.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean,
mommy,
I think
I'm
that
getting up right now, and
right.
I'm fine with that.
I think that is an extremely important message. That if people didn't get anything else from this live, we want you to get that. Just the importance of stopping and breathing. And like I told her twice today, Superwoman is a myth. We like to say we're walking around with this cape on and we can do it all. We don't get no prize for doing it all. You get the same shit everybody else is getting.
And you get like, I was talking to her and I was like, Mom, my neck is hurting. And I felt like I have like a knot in my neck and my back. She's like, that's stress. You need to like just relax. Which is why I took melatonin last night. And I was like, I'm going to bed. Like, I don't even care what's going on. I'm just going to lay here and I'm just going to, I'm not going to worry about work. I'm not going to worry about, I got to put this in Google Doc and this. And I'm like, I'm just me. And yeah, I was watching cartoons with the kids and stuff. And you gotta do what you gotta do. You have to take care of you first,
Absolutely. Because if not, you won't be around to do anything anyway, so it won't matter. Absolutely. But, all right.
We are going to watch movies and do some crafting. So
wonderful.
Some of the stuff up that we're gonna do.
Yes, Tracy agrees. Moms need self-care. Yes, Tracy. Self-care is important. Yes. And oftentimes we are so busy trying to take care of everybody else that we neglect ourselves.
Yes.
I don't have that problem anymore.
Yes.
I learned that lesson real quick.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But everybody, thanks for joining us. Have an amazing night. Enjoy your movies and your flowers.
And quarantation?
Yeah. Is that what we call it? Quarantation. Yes.
Have a great cornication.
Yes, yes. And I have some movies that I'm going to share on my Instagram, in my Insta stories, to help you quarantine and chill. Netflix has a lot of stuff that's coming out. Some of it started today up until next week. I'm going to go through the list at Hulu and Disney Plus.
Mortal Kombat.
What's that on?
back in the day. I don't remember what channel it was, like BBC. Kids were like, "This was a movie?" I was like,
"No, I used to love that." Oh my God.
So I'm watching it, and then I ended up ordering the game from Best Buy. I was like, wait, there's a game for the Switch. It's supposed to be there tonight, but it's coming tomorrow.
So I'm thinking about ordering me a Switch.
You should.
I think I should. Yeah, I feel like I should. I feel like everybody has all these sales, so I'm gonna look tonight and see who has what on sale, and I feel like it would be something cool. My daughter just got her some controllers for the Wii, and that's what she's been playing. I'm like, I'm in a game. But tonight, I'm gonna let D Nice play while I watch Ozark.
Okay.
The next season started today.
I don't even know what
I'm gonna pull up on my drinks.
Cheers. Wait. We're going to get it right one day. All
right, guys. Have a good night. I will talk with you later and see you guys next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.